Hey guys, this is Carrie Rhinehart with 5-Minute Math. Today I'm looking at expanding using the binomial theorem. If you're following along in the book, it's from Algebra 2, Unit 1, and this is Lesson 5. Okay, so I know that seems, I said expanding using the binomial theorem. Lots of big words in there. Simply, if we have, let's say, x plus 5 to the 6th power, and they ask us to expand it. That means multiply it all the way out. This means I need to do x plus 5 times x plus 5 times x plus 5 times x plus 5 multiplied by itself 6 times. Okay, and this gets even more tedious once you begin because you've got to do all of this. Remember, distribute, combine like terms, and then you've got to multiply it by the next one and do all of that. And it gets longer and longer each time you do it. So there's a more simple way to do that, and we call that the binomial theorem. It helps us to expand these. And in order to use this, we have to know Pascal's triangle. Okay, so Pascal's triangle is a triangle with a 1 at the very top, and 1's going all the way down on the outside. So like this, that's the first 2 rows. Now, for the third row, you have to combine the 2 above it, and we would get a 2, because 1 plus 1 is 2. But I want to do that in blue here. So we're going to get a 2 here, and then there's just 1s on the outside. Again, the 1s stay on the outside, and then to get what's in the middle, you add the 2 above it. So 1 plus 2 gives us a 3 for here. 3 for here. And we've got 1s on the outside. Okay, then we've got 1 plus 3, which is a 4 here. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 1 is a 4. Okay, and you can keep going. But we would use this to expand this x plus 5 to the 6th. What you do is you look at the power, and then you have to go to the row where the second value is a 6. So I haven't gone that far in here yet. I'm going to erase some of this so that I can redraw it with a few more rows. So I'm going to redraw Pascal's triangle up here. Okay, we've got 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1, 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, 1. And that's as far as I'm going to go because that's the row I need because there's a 6 there. So I need this row. And then what I do is I write that vertically. I write 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6, and 1. And then what you do is you start with the first term in your binomial, x. Okay? And I put that next to each one of these in parentheses. Okay, it doesn't matter much in this case if it's in parentheses, but if you had, let's say, 2x there, you need to make sure it's in parentheses because you're going to raise each of these to a power. That first term starts with the given power, the 6. And then it goes down by 1 for each one. So it goes down by 1, so that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to 0. Now we need to do the next term, 5. I'm going to put a 5 in parentheses for each of these. And I know this seems like a lot of work, but if you did it the long way, it really is much more that way. The second term starts at 0 and then goes up by 1 each time. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And now I need to simplify each part. Okay. Anything raised to the 0 power equals 1, so just keep that in mind. So for this first one, I've got the 1, then I've got x to the 6, which is just x to the 6th, and 5 to the 0 is 1. So 1 times x to the 6 times 1 is just x to the 6. That's going to be my first term. Now I'm going to do this next one. Equals, I've got 6, and then x to the 5th is just x to the 5th. 5 to the 1st is just 5. So I've got 6 times x to the 5th times 5. That's going to give me a 30x to the 5th. Moving on to the next one, I've got 15, x to the 4th, and then 5 squared is 25. So I need to multiply 15 times 25, and I'm going to get 375 x to the 4th. Moving on to the next one. I've got 20x cubed, and then 5 cubed is 125. So now I need to multiply 20 times 125, which gives me 2,500 x cubed. Next, I've got 15x squared, and then 5 to the 4th is 625. So I've got to multiply 15 times 625, which is 9,375 x squared. Next, I've got 6x, and then 5 to the 5th is 3,125. So I need to multiply that times 6, which is 18,750 x. Last one, I've got 1, well, x to 0 is just 1, and then 5 to the 6th is 15,625. So 1 times 1 times 15,625 is 15,625. Now we need to write our answer out. It's each of these terms, and they're all addition in this case. So I've got x to the 6th plus 30x to the 5th plus 375x to the 4th plus 2,500x cubed plus 9,375x squared plus 18,750x plus, I'm running out of room, sorry, 15,625. And this will be your final answer here. Now, one thing to look out for is if this sign is minus, then your signs would alternate. The first one would be positive, then the second is negative, then positive, then negative, positive, negative, positive. Okay, so just watch out for that if it is a negative.